Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially you love college football as much as I do. Payton Thorne from Michigan State wants to play for Auburn, apparently. Congratulations on your decision to transfer. I mean, anytime any player makes a decision to transfer, they want to better themselves, better their career, and get a chance to play and make some big plays, and most importantly, make it to the NFL, make a lot of money one day. As a Michigan fan, I'm not going to troll somebody during the transfer portal season like that very often. It's rare when I do that, but I'm not going to do that. I wish you nothing but the best as a Michigan fan. Now on to Auburn. I think that I really think that this is a really good move for Auburn at quarterback, because while I do think Auburn's going to be okay at quarterback, I never really thought they were going to be elite as a passing team. Based off the spring game, I thought they'd be a majority of a running team, which is good for an SEC team like Auburn because their defense is going to be much improved, most likely. Like I saw in the spring game, much more disciplined, better tackling. I think you'll see that transfer into the offseason. But with Payton Thorne playing quarterback, I think that's a really good move for Auburn. That provides much more for the offense as far as the passing game. Never an elite quarterback at Michigan State, but he was a pretty good football player. As a Michigan fan, he was something to worry about in terms of a passer. Now, Michigan's defense was pretty good against the pass this past year, but he did make some plays against Michigan's defense. But Michigan's defense does have some good players in that secondary that was able to break up some passes. Otherwise, he would have had some more pass completions against Michigan. Never a bad football player. I think he's a pretty good football player. Auburn's always a really good team. They're very physical, so he'll have a pretty good offensive line block up for him at Auburn most likely. So that will help him. Michigan State did not have a good offensive line, and that really did hurt him against a lot of teams, including Michigan. I'm not saying he would have beat Michigan with a good offensive line or anything, but it would have improved his chances and helped him with his playmaking ability. He does have tendencies to throw interceptions sometimes, but he's pretty good at throwing the football down the field for the most part. He's not terrible. He is somewhat mobile. So I think it's good for Auburn if he does start at quarterback. Again, it provides more weapons offensively as far as throwing the football, getting the ball out, using the quarterback to move around when he needs to outside of the pocket. So I think it's a good addition to the team. If he starts, that would be great. If not, it'll elevate the other quarterbacks around him. So we'll see. But I'm happy with it as an Auburn fan if he plays and starts for Auburn. Because, again, he does have experience in the Big Ten with Michigan State against other teams like Michigan and Ohio State elite programs. So, with that being said, going to Auburn where there's nothing but elite teams like Alabama, Texas A&M, and then the upcoming teams like South Carolina, Florida. You got Georgia, who's elite. Really good football teams. Tough teams to deal with that give most teams trouble, at least. You know, you got Kentucky out there, Florida, who I think is going to be a lot better. It's a big move for Auburn because, again, it provides so much more weapons for Auburn offensively and makes them more diverse versus just being a running team with a quarterback that runs good but struggles to throw the football and relying on your running backs. Because if your offense gets shut down against a really good defense and you can't throw the football around, you're probably going to lose the game and not convert third downs like you want to. But if you got a quarterback like Payton who has a good offensive coach like Hugh Freeze, that will help him a lot. I don't think he'll turn him into an elite quarterback in one offseason, but surely you'll see a lot of growth in his passing ability. And again, Auburn's offensive line is usually pretty solid. They usually block pretty well when they're a good football team, so I think he'll be okay at Auburn. I wish him luck. I think he's a good addition to the team.